Sit. It's still Pride Month.
Let's mass produce estrogen.
Day one is your typical start of the survival world kind of stuff. I'm mining stone, I'm collecting resources, I'm just setting myself up so ultimately I don't die in the end. And that's pretty important, I would say. Looking around through the entire world, I don't realize it yet, but I'm actually looking at my future base, but I don't know that yet. I venture around and I see a pillager outpost, and I think what anyone reasonable would think in such a situation. Yeah, I can handle that with some prep. The outpost defenses were strong, but none quite as strong as my desire for antibiotics. So I killed them all, and I raid their entirely, I don't even want to call that mediocre loot, it's just bad. So I take the only thing that's worth anything, the frickin' iron golem. The universe chooses to acknowledge its mistake and gives me a jungle, which I need for the progression. Thank God I'm here to sleep in a foreign land and take their resources. Otherwise, I just don't know what would happen. Bye-bye, jungle. I'll never see you again. I've pillaged you, and I've pillaged you well. Looking around, I decide that this sweet valley shall be my home, and it shall do me well over the course of the next 100 days. I even set up farms and trees and farms. The trees are absolutely gigantic, but I need all the wood for my new pen that all my sheep will go into. A very valuable crop resource. Oh, look at that. They made babies. There will never be enough wood in all these 100 days. Not one wood will be too many. Eventually, I do realize that iron spawns high up in the mountains with very high drop rates. So, of course, I go and I gather plenty to get me out of the Stone Age and into the iron. Also, because this mod is basically one big Celeste reference, this is here. The memorial dedicated to those who perished on the climb. My pockets are about a stack and a half fuller of iron, so I would say this day was very successful. And it'll help perpetuate that I'll never stress on iron ever again. We even get a visitor, how about that? If only his trades were good. If only. So sad what happens. In better news, I have absolutely so much iron that completely gearing myself up with only about half of it is a complete ease. Look at me. Now I have to deal with the pipeline. I'm doing a lot of research, and it's not gonna be cheap. Ow. I really think sand is going to be a bigger part of this than it is. Like, I think glass is going to be a huge part of this, so I'm gathering a lot of sand, and I just don't really need all that sand. Of course, farming is very much needed. It's just wheat and sheep now, but it'll be more. I'm 10 days into this challenge almost, and I still don't even have a house. Can you believe it? I can. I tend not to prioritize it, unfortunately. And now, it's kind of just the house of junglewood, but I promise, we're gonna get more than junglewood. See? Watch. See? It's a different type than junglewood. And mud is annoying to make. Mojang has to invent a better way to get mud. But with how good the color palettes match, I'm not sure I had much of a choice. Look how well it meshes together. Now that's a house. Housekeeping is so important. I need my wheat, I need my oak, I need my bamboo, I need my sheep. It's almost just as important as andesite. It's a create mod. How long do you think it would take until I got to the andesite? I need a bunch of andesite. I always need it. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell from this clip, but I'm not very experienced with create. Like at all. Like, I'm really bad. I barely know what a stress unit is, buddy. oh my lord. Took so long just to set up a classic crusher. Researching blaze burners, and that'll be fun. I've got to go to the nether, so that's on the list. But it's ultimately not as important as getting my roofing done. You know how it is. After which I can go on a very safe mining expedition. I'm always very careful when I go into caves, because it's really dangerous down there. I never let myself get in any real danger. I always fight hard to stay careful and act like I'm on hardcore, even when I'm not. I don't think I actually let myself get below half health. Even when there's a deep dark. Oh, there's a deep dark. Oh, no. Not only that, but we have something far worse than the deep dark and the warden. 3 baby zombies. That's like a death sentence or something. Not that it matters. I killed them. I got diamonds. I got more diamonds. Enough for a pickaxe. The nether is on the way. I'm not even waiting till I get to the surface to craft my pickaxe. It's obsidian time. Me and this wolf team up to defeat a skeleton. I know, it's pretty cool. Yeah! Farming's a good job. Farming's an honest job. That's what I need. But what I actually need is the nether, but shush. Normally I get bad spawns, but this is actually quite impressive. Good biome next to a fortress, open space. I am going to find a desert because I insist to myself that I need sand and cactus and all that desert stuff. I really don't, but I act like I do. Somebody play the one with the horse and the name. A mushroom island before a desert. Horse name, and I've been through the desert, but I haven't been through the desert. I still need to go to the desert. That's the idea. There, now I'm in a desert. And now I can have a horse, but I don't have a horse. Do I have a name? No, I have a cactus. I have multiple cactus. I have cactus, sugarcane, and sand. I'm going home. What's the opposite of horse? No name. I'm on a boat with a name. What's the boat's name? I should give it a name. Lily. That's its name. And because I never want to make that trip again, I'm setting up the farms at my base. I don't want to leave my base like that ever again. I just want to farm and estrogen. A J.K. Rowling is disturbing my peace, but I'm solidly thinking that's a tomorrow problem. Well, wouldn't you know, it's tomorrow. Now it's time to kill the J.K. Rowling. It's unfortunate. No, it's not. I like it. Until I get create up, I'm really just a simple farmer, nothing more to it. Speaking of create, I am trying to make a blaze burner. Emphasis on trying. I've never seen someone struggle with a simple crafting recipe so much. So I immediately grab a blaze burner and run into the very safe and welcoming caves where nothing ever goes wrong and chaos is nil. But see, it's worth it. I get diamonds. They're in there. I gain riches. How many riches do you have? By the way, it takes me a whole day to set up a water wheel and connect it to a mixer. Only for that mixer not to be running fast enough to actually work. I am truly the create master. No one does it like me. Everyone does it wrong. And by wrong, I mean good. What? Sugarcane? That's crazy. Ugh, more J.K. Rowlings. Don't worry, I killed them. More importantly, the mixer is functional now. That's what really matters. And look, I'm not so scattered brain that I do something else. I actually use it to make brass, the thing I need to progress. Ain't that just the way? You know you make sandpaper by adding sand to paper. I didn't know if you knew that. I am so very unoptimal and useless. It takes me an entire day to make one precision mechanism. I'll be having days later where I can manually make 5. Really, I just feel proud of myself in this moment, because it's a small achievement. More importantly, this allows me to finally make a centrifuge, which is like the base of estrogen as a whole. Of course, I still need power, and power comes from sales this early in the game. You know I die if I don't make this clutch, right? This is a height that will kill me. Hopefully I make it. What do you think? Leave your predictions down below. Anyone who guessed I would die is stupid and wrong. This just in, a second precision mechanism has been made and used to make a speed controller. You don't know how long it took me to hook up this centrifuge. I'm gathering kelp, which I'm pretty sure is an original sentence. I need a kelp farm, which is an even more original sentence. And I have enough filtered horse urine for a bucket, which I actually think is quite a common sentence. Here's me learning that you can't directly interface with a centrifuge in real time. You'd think that mean I'd figure the same for fluid tanks, but nope, gotta figure that out manually. Digging a hole? What's the hole for? Hole purposes. Gotta dig. Still digging, but now the number in the left corner has changed. Digging's hard, planting's hard. I need a nice good sleep. There's no time for that. I must unoptimally make my machines. I have not the skill nor the experience to actually figure out gears. You know, in the original video, this segment was like 3 minutes long, but then I realized it was a 3-minute long segment of me just struggling with gears. I somehow decided to cut this segment down in time. Oh guys, we have it. It's the first estrogen. It's the first estrogen. Oh my god. And I'm I'm not very experienced, if you can't tell. I have no clue what I am doing back now. I'm always farming. Never forget, for this entire video, I'm gonna be farming. It's a constant, just as consistent as caving and getting resources. I do both all the time. Just remember that. And I'm even going to sleep. How about that? It's so interesting. I cut down a tree. It's a big tree. It takes a minute. I even figure out that I need a spout for the estrogen pipeline. How about that? Look, I'm smart. I'm smart. I even invest in conveyor belts. Ain't that something? Fluid tanks? Oh, we got fluid tanks. In a manner of speaking. Who would have guessed? It's more of me failing with gears and ratios. You know, it's very silly, cause oh, it's painful to watch. I'm still not good at it. But I hook it up, and I am impressing myself by putting in water. I'm very impressed by this, by the way. But I'm not satisfied with the speed, so in all of my genius, I overstress my machine. I'll have to deal with that tomorrow. Hey, look, it's tomorrow. I need to figure it out. And you know what my best guess is? It's just hooking up the better power source to the fluid tank. It's really, really impressive that this is the best I can do. But, I mean, it works. And I'm even amazed at the speed, so much so that I spend like a few minutes just looking and putting water into it. Cookies are officially on the production line. Doesn't mean we're actually producing, but, you know, they are there to be certain. You wanna know what the problem was? I didn't hook up any power to the spout. So after I fixed that mistake, oh, there it is. That is the first estrogen. You know what I want? I want life to be more convenient. So I kidnap a horse to infinitely steal its urine. You know what I want? I want life to be more convenient. So I go into the mines to manually put more andesite into my pockets, because I always need more andesite. Conveyor belt, conveyor belt, conveyor belt! It's all about conveyor belts now. It's gonna be a mess hooking that all up, and it's gonna be an even greater mess getting it all rotating. Why do we have this clip of me doing nothing? Oh, I'm putting the spout on. Oh, that's what I'm doing. And this time, powering it wasn't even a hassle. Now I have to deal with powering the conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt, and all the conveyor belts, and I need to build more conveyor belts. But, as slow as everything is, I am manually producing now. I have cleaned filters, so things are working to an extent. I'm gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna need a lot of gearboxes to get all my machinations working. More horse piss, more horse piss, more. I'm gonna let this clip play out until I realize the J.K. Rowlings are here. Tell me when you notice it. I'm busy. Yeah, no, we kill him. We kill them after that. No J.K. Rowlings can live on my land and attack me, not during my Pride Month. Trans people have the Second Amendment too, you know. Too many J.K. Rowlings. I need to calm myself with just shearing sheep. And now back to even more calming conveyor belts. Oh, this calms me. And if you thought building them was hard for me, just wait until I actually manage to power them. It's a bit of a mess. And I say a bit. I'm lying. It's a lot. A lot of a mess. A lot. Oh, come on. When will enough andesite be enough? Never. I always need more andesite. Give me infinite andesite. I deserve it. It's Pride Month. I require it for the gearboxes. And would you look at that? I've actually managed to make a full conveyor belt loop. It's not pretty, but it's what I have. And what I have is not pretty. Now, my friend tells me that you can directly hook up fluid pipes to water sources, but it doesn't work for me, so maybe he's lying, or maybe I'm stupid. Both are possible. Given my current actions, I am somehow leaning towards stupid. I managed to break a water wheel. Who does that? Of course, I learned about a hose pulley, and I think that's what I'm going to use because, well, it actually works. There are a few kinks to work out, but that's to be expected for this video. A few kinks. I made this conveyor belt faster. I'm sorry, I couldn't handle how slow it was. Hose pulley work. Hose pulley good. I can figure things out. I'm smart enough. Now we just need a constant supply of horse piss. Okay? You don't understand. This is absolutely integral. That's right, we're working on the horse urine part of the pipeline now. This will be automatic soon. Trust me. Don't trust me, it's gonna take another while. And it's gonna take a lot more J.K. Rowlings to kill. But I gotta do it for that sweet, sweet nectar they call horse urine. With the item drain attached to a fluid tank, now all I need to do is make the bottle collection part automatic. Easy enough, right? Definitely easy enough. I mean, if I have horse piss, it will get filtered and estrogen will be made. I think shoots are what I need. I'm wrong. Shoots are bad. I want to give up on shoots. I give up on them so fast. The genius at work is placing wood to stand in for future conveyor belts to map it out. Clearly, it's an easy structure to follow. Why don't you do it? And once they start placing the conveyor belts, it gets even easier to follow. Trust me! Easy work day after a nice night's sleep. Just conveyor belts and conveyor belts and conveyor belts and conveyor belts and an andesite funnel at the end of it. Boop! More wind power is needed. What, do you think I'm gonna fail this clutch? Put it in the comments down below what you think. Can I hit 2 in a row? Well, if you ever doubted me, you should really reconsider your life choices, because I'm simply built different. Got it? Emphasis on the whole built different part. Built different. I mean, this would be functional if I were trying to do the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do, but unfortunately I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, not the exact opposite. My notes for today are, I dislike gearboxes, in case that clues you in. 1 gearbox, 2 gearbox, red gearbox, blue gearbox. Amazingly, this is a completely functional conveyor belt loop now, and I even hook up power to the deployer, so I've made the horse urine automatic. Wowee, I've done it. I've done it. We are now producing estrogen. Can you imagine that? Everything from this point on is solely for the sake of optimization, because god damn do we do it slow right now. Is it fun to watch me press copper? I think it's quite entertaining. You know, sometimes I press iron. That's cool. And here I am discovering that my pipeline has stopped thanks to the fact that Create and Vanilla consider infinite water two very different things. And now I don't know what to do. I mean, of course, the solution is to just make it bigger. In theory, if I made it 10,000 blocks bigger, then it would be considered infinite. But I don't got the time or resources, so a little bit will have to do for now. Eventually, I'll make a big old room or whatever. That's so much work. That's a later thing, not a now thing. Right now, we're just making sure we're producing. Producing means andesite. Always more andesite. Always more caving. Always more tree chopping. Always more farming. Always more everything. You don't understand. Remember like 2 seconds ago when I said I'd make a big room, but that's a lot of work, so not right now? Yeah, well, now it's right now. Not big enough to be infinite, but big enough to not be a problem. But still big enough to be a pain to mine out. Then I get to fill it with water. Ooh, this is so fun. Aren't you entertained? Water. Precision mechanism, yay. Everyone's joyed about a precision mechanism. Yay. Caving! I don't know what happened to that guy, but we're caving now. Got it? I need to find more diamonds. But I'm mining iron right now, so that's a bad cut on my editor's part. Editor, fire my editor.
I'm the editor.
Great, now I get to rewire my entire contraption to make room for more centrifuges. This is no easy task, especially when the person doing the task is not exactly what one would consider smart or experienced. I mean, this technically works, But if I want max centrifuges, I'm gonna need to mine out the rewiring anyway. So I'm going to have to rewire the rewire to make the rewire so I have room for more centrifuges when I evidently expand in a few days. I meant to say inevitably. Did any of you catch that? I don't think you did. I'm producing estrogen at a good rate now, though. We're getting up there. Still, nothing can beat a good day's worth of farming. Eventually, that will be automated, but that's a different problem. For now, I think if I just expand, I can still keep up by hand farming. And in a way, I am correct. I technically won't falter on the wheat department for a little while. So, that's right, baby. 5 centrifuges. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna make 5 precision mechanisms, and you're watching that right now here on Disney Channel. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You know the jingle that they do? You know the jingle. You know the jingle. You're watching Disney Channel. You know it. Because 5 precision mechanisms means 5 more centrifuges means 5 more problems.
Means I'm back in the andesite mines. I always need more andesite. Gotta have it. You know how it is. I need another sail. And I'm building this one at super speed. The video isn't sped up. I can just do that.
I think I've proven my skills with water clutches by now, so don't even bother commenting. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. Oh wow, look, oh my god, wow, the windmill's working. Oh my god, it's not overstressed anymore. But my storage is looking a little overstressed. Good lord. I need some fluid tanks to expand the proper estrogen. And look, I actually do it immediately. I love when I immediately figure out a problem instead of going off and doing something else, something stupid or something. I just found a problem and I fixed it. Practically unheard of for me, especially in this video. Why am I so scatterbrained? Why am I still talking? That's the real question. Monumental decision for me. I have ultimately decided that I have produced enough estrogen to make this decision safely. I'm dipping into my own supply. I'm officially blue-pilled. I'm taking my antibiotics. I get a dash ability too. Y'all know trans girls can do that when they take estrogen, right? Like the game's just adapting real life. This is just something we can all do. You know that, right? Oh, it's noticeable on the armor. Oh, it's noticeable on the armor. Okay. Cool. Oh, it's so... Oh my god, it's noticeable on the armor. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Okay. Take estrogen. It gives you a dash ability. You can do stuff like this. I don't need stairs. I have a dash ability. It cuts the time of mining in like half because I don't actually have to travel anywhere on foot. I just have my dash ability. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. As fun as taking pills all the time is, I immediately figure out that it's gonna be more efficient in all possible ways to get an estrogen patch, so I'm speccing into that. Before that, though, we obviously have to look at my new skin with the additions. I think it's proper. I think it's valid to take a moment, you know, moment of silence, moment of joy. In order to get an estrogen patch, you need molten slime, which you get by mixing slime while heated. This, of course, gets you molten slime and a byproduct, to say the least. I mean, Give me a second to figure it out.
Bucket of molten slime, how cool is that? Even as little eyes, I think that's adorable. But I need to figure things out. Mainly, I need to get a spout so I can actually apply the slime. Oh, J.K. Rowling's dash ability. Wow. They don't stand a chance. Ow.
This is the proper response to J.K. Rowling's, this is the valid and normal response. Just do this and you'll be fine, I think. Look, I even got my own spout back in my base. It's so cute, so simple. Added hand crank. And now I have an incomplete estrogen patch. Let's watch me make it complete. You're following this, right? Completely readable? I'm perfectly understanding what's going on. I don't know why you're not. I think it's perfectly understandable. See? Estrogen patch. Beautiful. Perfect. Almost permanent. It's all about farming, really. That's the real goal of this video. See, I lured you in with estrogen and then tricked you into watching me farm for a ton of the 100 days. You can't escape the farming. Oh, you thought you were safe just because there was a cut in the video? No, they cut to more farming. There's about to be another cut, and it's still about farming. That's right, it's all about farming. You can't do anything. The estrogen was only to make my farming more efficient. Speaking of estrogen, I'm producing so much that I need more storage and more storage and more storage. It's going to get a point to the storage being a little bit crazy. I learned about estrogen pillboxes after the video ended recording, so I might use that if I ever do a sequel. I mean, my friend and I are brainstorming all the ways we can make the estrogen as efficient as possible. Sequel video where we just produce enough estrogen, bucket clutch, where we produce enough estrogen to make enough for every trans woman in the country. Speaking of the country, I'm here in this village stealing all their wheat, as it's a resource I need. I'm basically using this as a little bit of a tourniquet to help my cookie problem, because until the farm gets up and running at full capacity, I need cookies fast. I was not aware how fast I was losing cookies, so I need to be producing way more wheat and cocoa beans. It's a problem that I'll deal with the rest of the video. The farming expansion is getting to the point of me terraforming, and this isn't even the craziest thing I'll do to the farms. We still got like 2 crazier things I'm gonna do to the farms. Today, I spend all my time learning about trains, how they work, how they operate. Funny enough, I don't learn about how they're crafted. I make train casings, and I make tracks, and I lay the tracks, and it's only later that I learn, oh god, trains are really, really expensive. You need crushed obsidian, which takes a crushing wheel, and I don't know if you know this about a crushing wheel, but it's so unreasonably expensive. Why is a crushing wheel so expensive? I don't like it. But holy shit! Well, say goodbye to the real idea, I guess. My notes for today just say Celeste. It feels accurate somehow. A good night's rest means a good day farming, if you know what I mean. Yep, we're still farming. We are still farming. All the more cookies. We need more cookies. We always need more cookies, because that's where the estrogen goes. And the J.K. Rowlings are persistent. Aw, you're such a good puppy. Even caving, like I need to do caving still, but even that is just made so much easier with the dash ability. Enemies? Nah, dash ability. Hey look, I find a useless dungeon. Not only is it a spider spawner, but it doesn't even have chests in it. How about that? I do find a super vein of iron though. They're always so fun to deal with. Especially because then you get the raw iron. Oh, the blocks of raw iron. They are the most beautiful thing ever. They feel so good to find. It's 9 iron for the mining ability of 1 iron. You get more iron per iron. It's fun. I'm not crazy. I don't spend too much time in the mines. Can I order 3 diamonds and 3 more diamonds? Crushing 40 iron. This is the most thrilling thing you've ever seen. 40 iron turned into iron sheets. You don't get this content anywhere else. You don't get to see me mine andesite again anywhere else. You don't get to hear me make the most beautiful jokes ever, like Harvester. I barely know her. As for the sales, I know the sales quite well actually. And if you look, here's live footage of me discovering superglue for the first time. Just as interesting as me discovering the fact that I actually need it. I'll be completely honest, I sent a prayer towards Hephaestus and Demeter before turning this on, so the fact that it works is completely dedicated to them. And if you doubted how much I needed this, well, doubt no longer. The well is completely dry. The cookie well. I feel like I'm in Cookie Clicker over here with how much I need these cookies. Always more expanding of the storage. You can never have enough storage. One of these days, I'll figure out how to do a better storage. We'll wait for the sequel video on that one. After all, we have much more important things to do, like gathering glowstone. Fun fact, besides my first time entering the Nether and grabbing the blaze burner, this is my only time in the Nether, so this is my third and last. If you guessed I was in the Nether to somehow do better with farming, you'd be correct. I hope you know my notes for the next few days just say dirt. I think when watching this footage, you can piece together maybe why they say dirt. I'm mining, I'm placing, I'm dirting. I'm dirt. I am dirt. I have so much dirt, all the dirt. Second tier farm, dirt. And this is what the glowstone's for. Gotta have the light on the second tier of the farm. You know what I mean? All for the farming expansion. Never not expanding the farm. Always the farm. Always the expansion. Always hoeing. Always planting. Laying that seed on the second tier of a farm. I'm expanding the cocoa beans. I'm not sure who I am beyond farms anymore. But it's only a few days left, and I've done all the optimization I can. So, the next few days, I'm just laying back and letting it produce. And you get to watch it in replay. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was an absolute blast to make, and I hope you had just as much fun watching it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hype my video. That's how small creators like me get out onto the For You page. As for a sequel series, please comment if you want to see it, because me and my friend really want to make it. And of course, if you don't, we're sending you to the council.